We're going to start out a little closer to home with our weather. We'll talk about the tropics in just a second. We've had some scattered showers, thunderstorms, and we also kind of avoided that beating heat all day as we had a little more cloud cover and welcomed cooling showers across the area. Still a few thunderstorms rolling through at times. Thankfully, nothing severe. And notice all of the rain is moving, so they don't just sit stationary. Flooding really not much of a risk. And most of these will be ending. Might still have a few showers kind of after sunset, but most will be coming to an end later tonight and through the overnight. Now, tomorrow is looking to be a wetter day, and we might actually have some passing showers well before daybreak, and at times some heavy downpours and also greater rain coverage. As an upper trough is moving through, that should keep our clouds and rain chances higher tomorrow, and that may linger into Friday as well. Mostly cloudy looking out toward downtown at the moment. Temperature at Kenner 91. Now the heat index still in the triple digits, 103, but we did avoid those more extreme temperatures. Still able to get up to 96 degrees earlier in the day today. Not too far off of the record, unfortunately, but no record heat, and our temperatures are going to be gradually decreasing, mainly because we're going to see more clouds and rainfall. We have some of those passing showers, temperatures in the 70s, where we've had a bit of a break from the rainfall. 91 right now in Kenner. So checking out the tropics, what everyone is interested in, and I wish I had more answers. These are the more frustrating parts of these types of storms when they are trying to get organized, and the models are indicating that something will form, but it's not there yet. So there remains a lot of uncertainty. Again, as I'd mentioned at the top of the hour, this is where the Hurricane Center is indicating the center of 99L is, but there really is no center, and that's what makes the forecast so difficult because the models are still all over the place. We are beginning to see a little bit more agreement, but not quite there yet. It almost looks like there's a little spin right here. Basically, there are going to be several little spins because this is an elongated trough. You also don't see any thunderstorms developing around said center, so that's good. It's not organized yet. The longer it stays as a weak storm, the better. But the anticipation is that either before or as it gets into the Gulf, we should see it organizing into likely Ida. So for making it a little bit more understandable, let's just call it Ida, because that's likely what's going to happen. As we get into the weekend and early next week, ridge of high pressure is going to be anchored over the East Coast. That is going to steer whatever tries to form northwestward. Here's one of the big keys, though. A lot of the models and a couple of scenarios taking that center more north of the Yucatan tend to bring the storm more toward Louisiana. Maybe not right at the Louisiana coast, maybe just around Beaumont, but certainly much closer to us. The models that tend to take that center more in the southern Yucatan tend to bring it more toward Texas. So a big question will be answered mainly on Saturday once that center gets into the Gulf of Mexico. And then we're looking at late Monday or Tuesday as a potential landfall. Something else that's interesting, while Ida is moving into the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to be watching an East Pacific storm start to strengthen and develop. That's going to create an outflow boundary, which may actually send some wind shear over Ida and keep it as a weaker storm. I showed you the spaghetti plot earlier, and there seems to be a little bit of consensus in the models right now. That may change, and again, there really is no center. Looking at the Euro and the GFS, both are indicating a landfall in southwest Louisiana as potentially a strong major hurricane. Now that's at the moment, and this GFS run is just one of the run. This is the consensus ensemble plot of the GFS, and notice it is still all over the place. So there is not any real agreement in the computer models. What we are likely going to see is a surge of tropical moisture, and rain and wind will likely be our main issues no matter where this goes, because even if it's more into Texas, we remain on the wet side. So at the moment, we're looking at more scattered showers Friday and into the weekend, and then probably a very wet start to next week.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Well, Johnson and